And it goes a little something like.
How can you love all summer and after fall? I'll keep you warm all summer and after fall. I'll keep love.
Cactus. We're back, baby.
What's up? What's up, brother?
This time we're on video.
Are we now?
The official Cactus Joe face reveal.
Fuck all of you. Hold on, what's his name? Up for discussion?
We're still on that guy.
Fuck you, prick bitch.
Damn.
We're still on it, bro.
I love it. God damn, man. There's only one football game left. That's it.
I asked the coworker at work today, I was like, when's the Super Bowl? And this guy, one of the workers, he's actually from Kansas City, like born and raised. And so it was super funny that we're friends, because obviously, as you guys can see, Chargers fan. He was like, "Oh, what? You're not? Oh, yeah, you're not used to paying attention into February, huh?"
Damn.
And I was like, I see, you got me, motherfucker. You got me.
Ouch. I can relate.
I mean, shit, like, whatever, bro. Like, I mean, Arian Foster came out and admitted that the NFL was rigged. So,
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Although, what's crazy is Aaron Foster was, like, a decent running back at some time, and it's crazy that now he coming out and being like, it's script. I'm like, come on, man.
I remember, though, a few years back, he did a podcast with Joe Rogan, and he was talking about how he would never let his kids play football. And, I mean, he had some legitimate reasons. It was mainly about, like, the injury risk and all that. But he seems very anti-football in his retirement.
Well, I will say this. I mean, like, what? Did you see Antonio Brown come out and be like, James Harrison caused my CTE? Like, why would Antonio Brown? Okay, well, I guess that's a very bad example. We're talking about Antonio Brown.
I don't know. I guess
And Palm Bray.
talking back to
What's the Cardinals' name, buddy?
no,
What's the name?
the Cardinals.
Ah, you're right. We can't get canceled out here. I get you.
Like you were saying, you know, February football is a foreign concept to us. But
Yeah.
I guess, you know, the extra week that they added allowed the Pro Bowl games to go into February, and Kirk threw a touchdown to Jefferson, and TJ Hawkinson got a touchdown, so Skol Vikings.
You know what's cool?
What?
You know who is the last Pro Bowl MVP when they had pads on?
Who was it?
Justin Herbert.
Was it? Nice.
Fuck everyone else. I don't care. You guys ain't played real football.
I
You
didn't
guys
even
play
watch it. I just saw the
football.
Twitter clip, so.
I did too. I saw Peyton fucking freaking out. Hold on. Matthew Krause. We are about to attempt our first ever podcast with actual video. Hope it works for us. Oh, that's cool. He liked the tweet. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're doing that right now.
Yes,
What's up,
we
bitches?
are. We are doing that right now. Oh, man. Yeah, I did not watch any of the Pro Bowl games, and I noticed they had Pat McAfee on commentary, which I love that. So I guess they tried to make it
On
entertaining.
Twitter, people were like, this dude's high as fuck.
That's just Pat. Pat's a legend.
Dude, Pat's dope as fucking shit.
I love him. He's awesome when he was in the NFL. He's way better out of the
Dude,
NFL.
I will never forget on Thursday Night Football watching the Colts versus Texans with my pops and McAfee coming out. Onside kicked it to
Yes,
himself.
to himself.
Like, what the fuck?
Absolute
I remember that so
legend.
vividly.
Absolute legend.
He's funny. He's a funny little bugger.
Absolute legend. And as a wrestling fan, he has been wonderful in the wrestling world as a commentator, and he's even wrestled a few matches, which have been brilliant.
I was gonna say, doesn't he do like WWE commentary and shit with the annoying ass black haired bitch?
Yeah.
What happened to Jerry Maguire? I like watching him.
I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you.
Did he just like stop appearing?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with Jerry Maguire.
Am I tripping? Hold on, I gotta research this real quick. Then how do I keep the video still going?
There we go. You're back. And you're gone again.
All right, whatever. We'll figure this out.
Enjoy our Discord logos to everyone watching the podcast on YouTube. And to everyone who's listening on Spotify, there is a video option available as well on Spotify. But for those of you listening and watching me right now,
Where the hell did I get Jerry Maguire? I remembered it as I was looking it up. Lawler, the King.
Jerry Lawler.
I had the first name. I didn't have the last name. I knew. I remember. That's funny.
Jerry Lawler is kind of still around. He doesn't really do the commentary as much.
He was my favorite.
Him and good old JR were the best.
Yeah, didn't fucking what's his name have a heart attack or some shit while recording broadcasting?
Jerry Lawler did, yes.
Yeah, that's what it was. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
All right, let's get into this
Speaking
stupid ass football.
Yeah, speaking of crazy, I got our preseason picks right in front of me right now.
Oh, piss me, fuck.
And
But I went for all underdogs this season, so I know, like, you know how, like, the NFL Network and all this shit, like, keep tabs of the records?
yeah.
We're going to do that for our podcast, and I know I'm starting the year off. I'm starting year off number... just got back from the block.
You're good.
Starting year number 1 off on a bad note.
That is okay.
'Cause I went underdogs the whole year.
You definitely did, and it shows. So we'll start off with the NFC for
right.
the two of us. So NFC East, you went with the Cowboys. You had the Cowboys win the division, which that's not a bad pick.
Okay.
You know, they had a very good regular season. They even won a playoff game. So I can't fault you for that one. Now, for mine on the NFC East, I went with the Eagles.
But Dak sucks. Dak sucks.
I connected on that one with the Eagles. So that
You
worked
did,
out
okay.
well.
Okay. Where did I have the Commanders finishing? 4th? I bet you I didn't.
The Eagles, I think you had in 3rd. You had the Eagles missing the playoffs, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I know football.
Listen, you like the underdogs. You do.
Hey,
NFC
man.
North.
Speaking of underdogs, go buy some Taylor Heineke merch from TaylorHeinekeShop.com.
Wow. I hope that he sponsored us.
I swear to God, I'm going to hit him up.
Send him an invoice. He owes us money.
Go peep the podcast, bro. We shouted you out.
We
Fuck
pushed
it,
your
Terry.
merch.
Fuck it. Terry's down there somewhere.
Exactly. NFC North, you bastard. You went with the Packers.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what you get. Obviously, I took the Vikings.
That's what I get. Guess what happened, though? You took the Vikings, and guess what happened with the Vikings?
Vikings won the division.
One and done.
Packers weren't in it. They missed.
One and done.
I'll take
One
it.
and done.
I won't take it. It sucks, but at least we made it.
It sucks.
And the next two, we actually both picked the same. We both picked the Bucks, which we did hit on that one. We got that correct.
Technically,
Barely.
like, what the fuck? How you win the division going negative?
Yeah. Shout out Tom Brady on his second retirement. So I like the meme that he retired last year so that he could get divorced and then unretire
and play golf,
so that he can retire again and play golf for the rest of his life. So yeah, shout out to the GOAT. Do you think he's actually done this time?
I bet you he dating like some 18-year-old bitch right now. He gotta be, bro. If I'm Tom, I'm dating some fucking some youngin. Hold up, pause. We're doing video now. I ain't mean youngin as in a youngin. I meant obvious. Do I think Tom's coming back? Probably.
I think this time it's.
I think
for sure.
I'm 51. I'm 51-49.
Okay.
I think Tom's come back. I think Tom comes back under the most crazy circumstances possible.
You think it's with a
That's
new
it.
team? I would say the only
Yeah,
way
I
he comes
do.
back.
I do. I do. Here, I'm scheming it just like I did at the beginning of this podcast when I said Taylor Heineke would start, and he did.
You
I'm
hit
not
you hit
wishing
on that one.
I'm not wishing an injury on a player, but Tua was in concussion protocol up until a week ago, and Tom already has links to trying to be part owner of the Dolphins. So what's going to happen is Tua is going to have a concussion, and Tom's going to come on in and be like, lead him to a Super Bowl, and then ride off to the sunset like he should.
Damn.
That's what's going to happen.
That's
Again,
brutal.
I'm not wishing an injury on someone, but the Dolphins have mishandled the situation so poorly with Tua that, like, it's so unfortunate. But if he continues his career, his health is just going to deteriorate insanely fast just because of it.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I think he's done this time. I think it's sincere, but you never know. Again, it's February. We'll see what happens come, June.
Like he did
July.
last time.
Mhm.
Like, do we really think he's going to miss it if the Raiders shit? Okay, you know what? I'll go back. I'll backpedal a little bit. The Dolphins shit. You tell me if the Dolphins are like, yo, we'll let you start. Like, you get Waddle, Hill, Mostert. Like, what's up? You get all this shit.
Right.
I don't see how Tom can refuse. I don't know. The last year, as much as I have hated Tom and I have defended this on Twitter and with people in real life, 12 should be retired league wide. He's the Gretzky of the NFL.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You clearly have the best player ever to play. NBA is weird because you could still wear 23 even though Michael Jordan's the best player. I don't know basketball though, but I mean, Gretzky was the best player ever, and
There's no
it's
debate
obvious,
on that one.
and there's no debate. And as much as I hate Tom, Tom is the best football player to ever play. And I don't see, yes, 12 is probably a popular number, but I don't see why 12, it should be retired. I think it should be retired. If he's completely done, I think 12 should be retired.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. Yeah, I could see.
I mean, he changed it. You know how many non-fans became like, I wouldn't say fans, but became like, in a sense, supporters of him when he went to Tampa and won a Super Bowl in his first year with a brand new team.
Right.
Like, everyone had to take notice and be like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean,
Everyone, it was always the check or Brady, chicken or egg. Like, which one is the one? And it's Brady. Brady was the one.
Yeah, I mean, because I can confidently say that I was sick and tired of Brady winning in New England. But when he went to Tampa and won that Super Bowl, I didn't hate it. I was like, that's cool
You
shit.
can't.
I was like,
You
that's cool shit.
can't.
Yeah.
You can't first year Super Bowl. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's goat shit right there.
You can't do it. But yeah, we both had Bucks. We both were right. Although I probably said at the time that they were going to finish way better than they did, which they should have. But
you want to know what we've also both had? We both had the Bucks
What?
in the Super Bowl.
Did we really?
Yes. We both had
Fuck,
the
we're
Bucks
both
in the Super
wrong.
Bowl.
We're both see at least.
Yeah.
The rest of this don't matter. We're done. Cut this shit out.
The next one might be even a little worse. For the NFC West, we both had the Rams winning the division. So, granted, their season just fell apart with, injuries and
Who won the division?
San Francisco.
Oh, okay. I forgot. Okay,
Seattle
I forgot
was-
San Fran was in there.
Seattle
I
was
thought I was thinking. I was like, did Seattle win it? I don't think Seattle won it, but I know they made the playoffs. I forgot about San Fran.
San Fran ended up the 2 seed, yeah.
You know what? They were the better team.
Mm-hmm.
They are the better team, and they should be in the Super Bowl.
But
They just had bad luck.
yeah,
They just had such bad luck. That's just
Atrocious
so
luck.
unfortunate. You're down to the 4th quarterback on the depth chart.
yeah.
That's
And then he got hurt.
horrendous.
They had to put Brock back out there.
And Brock has an injury where it's like 7 months until he can fucking do anything football related
Yeah,
again.
they were talking Tommy John surgery at first. So
Isn't that MLB shit?
yeah, it would have cost him at least a year. But I think they said they can avoid that. But either way, yeah, he couldn't throw the ball. Kind of surprised they didn't just let McCaffrey at least try. But
I don't know. As Madden 23 has shown me, McCaffrey can run the ball as a quarterback, but he cannot throw it.
yeah,
Although, if McCaffrey sticks with I'm gonna go off a little bit off script here. So what I think is gonna happen with the Niners, because they have probably one of the more interesting stories in the NFL in this next season.
yeah.
What the fuck do you do with Jimmy G? Who, yes, a lot of people hate him,
I don't
but
hate
he's
him.
a starter.
I don't
But
hate
he's
him.
a starter.
Yeah.
He's a starter. It is what it is. Is he a great starter? Maybe not. Is he a horrible starter? No. And so you got Jimmy G. And like I know we talked about this last podcast. There's no way the Niners are giving Trey Lance up for anything less than I just don't see it possible.
Well, don't
After
tell
giving
that.
up
Don't
that
tell
much
that to
cap.
Vikings Twitter. Vikings Twitter's convinced that we're
Oh my
gonna
God,
send.
you guys are fucking annoying. Let's trade Kirk straight up because Shanahan likes Kirk. Like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
That's all
You're
I
not
see.
trading Kirk straight up for Lance. That's
Yeah,
not possible. Not going to happen.
That's all I see on
Kirk-
Twitter.
Kirk is probably worth a 5th in this league.
I could see a third.
A 3rd, I go 4th at highest, just because he's a rental. He's not your future.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, we got every single piece, but we need
get
something at quarterback.
He could get you 2 to 4 years tops, I'd say. But yeah.
And I just don't see the Niners moving backwards. Again, I'm not a general manager, but I'm 23. I've played at least 13, 15 years of Madden at this point, and I know that if you developed a 7th round quarterback to the point where he could lead you to the playoffs, then he's not bad, and you got to give him a shot. I'm not saying. Okay, go ahead. No, you go.
I was just gonna say, I think that the decision got a lot more difficult for them with Brock Purdy's injury, because I think had he not gotten hurt, he would have probably been named the starter for next season, and they might have moved on from Trey Lance for the right price. But now with that injury, it's going to be kind of uncertain. Both of them coming off of big injuries. I don't know what they do.
And what's kind of crazy is Lance, like, he may not be known for, like, running every play, but, like, that's what gives him that special character, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't know. What I think's going to happen, and this is my Madden couch GM self, what I would do, I explained this to a homie the other day, is what I would do is I would roll a train with Trey as your number 1. And what you're going to do is you're going to have Jimmy G be 2nd, Purdy be 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
But Jimmy G and Purdy split reps in practice. So they're both like 2A, 2B type bullshit.
Right.
Because you're going to want Jimmy G to stay fresh for the whole season, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But you don't know if Lance is better than Purdy yet. And you're going to want to keep giving Purdy those reps so he can continue to develop on the off chance that Lance isn't who you think he is. And what I think is going to, again, this is the Taylor Heineke shout out. I called it last year. I'm going to call it again. TaylorHeinekeshop.com.
God.
What I think is going to
send him an invoice.
I will get your accountant on the line. We'll fucking bill him. What I think is going to happen, what I would want to happen, what I do is I roll Trey as number 1. Again, 2A, 2B bullshit. Have them both develop throughout the season. if Lance is good enough and he has shown you enough to be that guy, then roll with him, right? Keep going, let him do his thing. And then at that point, obviously it's gonna suck if Trey Lance doesn't pan out. Trade Purdy. Get rid of Purdy, keep Jimmy G as backup. It is what it is.
I mean,
If
they
that
got the
doesn't work
benefit
out,
of the rookie contracts too, so.
exactly. And if that doesn't work out in your favor, then you can just if Lance isn't as good as he's supposed to be, it sucks to be Jimmy G at this point, but he's dating some porn star or some shit, so he's winning in life.
The handsome fella.
It sucks to be Jimmy G, but like Jimmy's gonna be second no matter what. He's starting, and if Lance ain't good enough, you throw Purdy in. And if that number one is good enough, it depends on what teams are offering. But you either trade, obviously, this is gonna sound goofy because it's obvious, but you're gonna trade obviously Lance, Purdy, or Garoppolo, right? But you have to look at it as what I just said, right? And so depends on what teams are offering at that time. Like if a team's offering a second for Garoppolo, then fuck, you're gonna take it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think they would totally take that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like what I would do is I would roll with one of the young quarterbacks at first, no matter what, whether it be Lance or Purdy. And if that one proves to not be good, you switch it to the other one.
Right.
Again, sucks to be Garoppolo, but he's kind of the odd man out here. He's not the future, but he's not bad. He's the odd man out.
Yeah, he is. I agree. So it'll be interesting to see what they do, at the quarterback position. They're in a good spot.
Dude, I'm watching a Wiz Khalifa music video and he plays Xbox. That's so cool.
Hey, let's get it.
Me too.
Let's get him on the podcast.
Dude, should we get Wizzle on the podcast?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
We could talk
Xbox.
about the Steelers. The Steelers.
Oh yeah, you know all about that.
He's from the Berg and the Yinzers.
Tell him not to listen to the past podcast where you dunked on the Steelers.
Hey man, pick it ain't good. It is what it is. Let's move on now here, bugger.
Facts. All right, so division winners. I actually did pretty decent. I got 3 of the 4 right.
I bet you did.
That's about where it ends though for me. So I had Vikes, Eagles, Bucks, and Rams. You had Cowboys, Packers, Bucks, and Rams.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
So wild card teams.
I'm already bad.
Wild card teams also were not very good for us. So for you had the Commanders, obviously, the Heineke show. They just missed out.
TaylorHeinekeShop.com.
If you do that one more time, this is Taylor Heineke. You owe us money. Yeah. So you had the Commanders, you had the Vikings taking a wild card spot, and then you had the New Orleans Saints. For me, with the wild cards, I had the Packers, which was wrong. I had the Saints as well. So we both missed on that one. And then I had the 49ers taking the wild card.
Wow, we're both stupid.
Yeah, we suck.
Trust me, if you guys spent those 8 hours inside the Target with us, we're not this dumb.
We felt
like we made sense.
This is our
first season.
Yeah.
It's our first season, and low key, and about I'm gonna just say it right now, Bodie. You got to get on it. But in 2 weeks, we're gonna be on to hockey.
Right.
But when you see us for next football season, trust me, we're gonna be way better. Because look at we got this fucking bullshit ass video thing going right now.
It's the entire NFL season to get here, but we got it now.
And you know what? We're gonna be better than fucking Pat. Pat was high today, and guess what? Kaboom! Let's go.
Let's go.
We're better. We're gonna be there.
Of course.
So patience.
No, listen,
patience is a virtue, folks.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. So.
And hold on, comment in the comment section on YouTube if we should pay for Twitter Blue to get our podcast out there more.
No,
because I think so.
Followers.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We got to get our followers up, and I think that comes from us tweeting more and we have to get our engagement out there more. Because we know our shit, but we have to get our engagement out there more. And you can't go comment. on people's shit. Like, hey, go follow us. We're a cool podcast. Because, like, those are the most annoying bitches on earth.
I think what I need to do is I need to take to Vikings Twitter and just start arguing with fellow Vikings fans with controversial takes. So that way the haters might even listen just to, talk shit about how bad my takes might be or whatever.
I don't know.
Shout out to Score North and Phil Mackey, on that guy on Twitter.
Yeah, you
Divides
know
the
what?
fan base.
Dude, it's so weird. It's so weird. I don't know which Vikings Twitter it is, which account it is, but there's one account that I actually really like. It's kind of super funny.
Yeah, the one that I like.
He has a purple logo. He has a purple profile picture. Like, I know that really doesn't help specifically,
Yeah.
but like his whole profile picture is horrible.
Okay.
He's cool though. He's funny.
The big one that I see dividing the people the most is one of the guys from Purple Daily. They have a podcast over there, and he's
their podcasts were better.
He's an avid Kirk hater, so divides the fan base a lot, and a lot of his takes are questionable. I'll say I don't agree with a lot of his stuff, but he also does make some decent points in other things. But he gets into it with Vikings fans on Twitter a lot, and I know that his show is successful and people watch it a lot, and even the haters, because they gotta talk their shit.
You know what?
So maybe I need that approach.
We gotta. I know we talked about getting guests on this season, but we gotta have homies pop on this bitch just to have a little more.
Yeah, we should.
So we can be diverse.
I agree.
In the workforce, you know what I mean? Because that's like a thing.
Definitely.
All right. All right, where are we at now?
Let's jump over to the AFC.
We're on to the AFC.
AFC. So there was two that we agreed on. Obviously, we both agreed on the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
So we got that one correct. Look at us. And then we got it wrong.
Got the obvious.
Yeah, we agreed with we both agreed with the Chargers winning the division.
Yeah.
It's hard to win a division with Kansas City in it and all those injuries.
We got me on camera now too, like.
Yep. Let it out.
Brother. How? 27-0. How the do you give that up?
I understand.
Holy shit, dude. It's insanity. It's insane. I can't believe the Chargers gave that up. It's fucking crazy how they gave that up. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. Fuck Lombardi. Fuck Staley. Oh my God.
Lombardi
I'm still
is
not
gone,
over
right?
it. Yeah, he's gone. That bitch is gone, but still fuck him because he wasted another year of Herbert's contract. But
I also saw
holy shit.
You might know more. I don't know how much truth there is, but I saw some
Kellen
guys
Moore
saying, yeah. But I did see some guys saying that they were possibly going to move on from Keenan Allen.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't. That's
they
just a rumor
shouldn't.
that I saw.
It's not a rumor. I don't think it's a rumor. I think there is merit to it. I think there is definitely merit to it. Like, it sucks because he was around for the Philly cheesesteak days. That's what him and Phil called each other.
Yeah.
I like Keenan. I remember his hurdle against the Broncos where he scored the I remember Keenan. And obviously this is coming from like he's not material, but like this is sentimental value at this point. I'm not saying he's bad by any means.
Yeah.
But in the sense of cutting him, I could see it. I could see why. Like,
I think the Vikings are in that same stage with Harrison Smith.
no, okay. I thought you were gonna say Thielen, and I was gonna be like, no, Keenan. I'm not. I don't mean to be mean, but Keenan. Okay.
Keenan's more
same boat.
productive.
Yeah. Harry the Hitman, fucking goated safety, but
Still plays at
this point, he's just an old white dude. Not saying he's bad
still
at
had
football.
a decent season.
He's not bad at football. He's not
Right.
bad at football, but athleticism in the NFL is huge. And his
Can't keep up with these
athleticism
young boys.
is an old white dude. That's it. That's what it is. And he's not bad at football, but he's not good enough to play over the top. Like he's not gonna run deep and be able to catch that dude where he slipped by your corner and you're the one playing fucking deep blue. Like you can't do that.
Yeah, and it also looks like the Vikes are going to move on from Pat Pete as well. So,
Which I don't think that's true. I think they'll be able to get him back.
I hope.
Why
so.
wouldn't he want to come back? And what team is going to offer him a lot? He's an old
well,
cornerback.
He is now again, this is all speculation, but from what I saw, he would want to target Atlanta because
That's wrong.
for
I
the
mean, I
Vikes.
can tell you that's wrong. I can tell you that's wrong. I mean, we saw Atlanta this year.
Well,
That's
I
wrong.
know, but
There's
that
no
came,
shot.
That came from like his brother because he has family roots there. So like ending his career.
Yeah, who the fuck cares?
It doesn't matter.
Family roots don't matter in the NFL. Like, unless you're ending it on a good note in the NFL, it doesn't matter. Like, NHL is different. Like, if you're an old fucking goalie, like at that point, even if you played backup, like you're gonna want to end it in your hometown crowd because it's different because NHL players don't make the same money that NFL players do. So I feel like the whole sentimental fucking family shit, like, kind of is pushed aside.
Right.
And so can you hear that music?
I do not hear anything, no.
All right, cool. Okay. I think you guys are gonna get Pat Pete back, and I think you're gonna get him on a cheaper deal
Yeah,
because
I'd like him for
he
one more
understands that he did good. He did good in that system. He did good in it,
year. He did.
and he didn't
Better
do
than
good
anyone
in the
else.
years prior with Arizona and all that bullshit. Like he did good. Why wouldn't he want to stick with it? I don't think they're gonna cut Keenan. I don't
Yeah.
think they will.
Yeah, this is just
What I think's gonna
something I saw on
happen
Twitter.
is I think Mac liked it with Bosa. Mac is fucking drunk. Mac is kind of hard to read. He's like a tough, stern bitch. So like the interviews and shit, he always looks mad, but that looks like just who he is.
Right.
But I feel like how can you not like it playing alongside Bosa? Also, shout out to Bosa. Those refs in that Jags game were a bunch of bitches. What did Bosa say to you? Did he say the hard R? Because if he didn't, then you're out of pocket, fam. Like, it's scripted at that point, and Lawrence agreed with it.
I'm gonna say, Bosa, he let the Eagles fans get under his skin a little
Yeah.
bit.
Look, and then everyone was like, this dude's being a whiny little pussy. The dude's there just to have a good day to support his brother, right? And he's just chilling there talking to his friends, family, whoever the fuck it is, and you got some random ass fan just coming up to you. So I don't even remember what he said.
Bosa,
But-
what time do the Chargers play?
Yeah, he started talking just shit.
Well, that's Philly fans for you.
What
God.
he? Oh my god!
I hate
Here,
Philly fans.
I'll say this too. I watched a bunch of videos, and I remember the Vikings Philly shit because again, I'm from Minnesota. I remember that shit. They're not good fans, right? And I saw videos, and then again, Chargers fan, Bosa. I saw that shit. What the fuck? In Pennsylvania. And I'm so happy I'm on the opposite side of them.
Yeah.
They look like complete trash.
Well,
Like
they were
complete
throwing
trash.
eggs at Niners fans.
Yeah, complete trash. And I saw Instagram videos where people, you know, those stupid trivia things where they're like, "Hey, can you answer this question for $20?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Can you answer this 49ers question?" Fuck the Niners. Why are you asking this question about the Niners? Fuck them. Who are they? Who the fuck? Fuck. Like, what's wrong with you guys? Like, who hurt you?
Worst fan base
Who-
in sports? Question
Yeah,
mark?
you guys are disgraceful. You guys are just horrendous, right? And God, you guys are horrible.
I feel that.
What were we talking about?
Keenan Allen.
Oh, Keenan. I know. Okay, how do we get to the Eagles? We were talking about Keenan and then
Bosa.
Bosa.
Yeah. And then,
Oh, yeah. Okay. So what I think they're gonna do. Sorry, this is probably gonna be way longer than we thought it was. What I think they're gonna do is restructure Khalil, restructure Joey, and restructure Allen.
Yeah.
And this is GM Madden bullshit, but like this is real life. Oh shit, my phone's at 10%. Um, you got to restructure them. Keenan's gonna want to stay. I don't see why he'd want to leave.
Yeah.
I don't see why both would want to leave, but I'd see why he'd understand that he might have to get a little cheaper deal.
For sure.
Maybe he'd understand. And then Mac again, I don't see why he'd not want to play on the same line as Bosa because Bosa is phenomenal.
Yep.
And you can't compare Nick Bosa to Joey Bosa. They play different positions.
Right. They're both badass. So gotta like
And
that.
all these people calling Joey Bosa a pussy. Man, he said in that interview where he called out the refs, he said what every other NFL player was thinking.
Oh yeah.
He said what everyone thought. He had the balls to do it and then got fined like 60, 70 grand or some bullshit for
Of
that
course.
one call.
That's how the NFL is, man. All right, since you got 10% left, let's run through the rest of these. This next one we were both wrong on, but I was brutally wrong on this one. AFC South, you picked the Titans, and that wasn't a bad pick. I picked the Colts. I said the Colts were going to have a good season and that they were going to win the division.
And then what? It's all right. My AirPods died. Fuck. This is a fucking sloppy video. Yeah. What happened? They benched fucking Matt Ryan week 3 or 4, some bullshit
They
like
benched him twice.
fucking jokes. And I will say this to everyone doubting Jeff Saturday. I don't agree with the hate and the slander towards him. He is one of, and if not the best offensive lineman in NFL history.
No,
He
doubt
knows
about
what
that.
he knows what he's doing when it comes to football.
Mm.
And it 100% seems like he was kind of thrown into it.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I'm not saying he deserves the job, but if he interviews well enough to get another interview, then
Could be worth it, you know? You never know. I guess last note, shout out to the Colts for allowing the Vikings to complete the largest NFL comeback. You know? We got that
Hey,
going for us.
guess who's probably number 2 and giving up one of the largest comebacks in NFL history?
I'm going to guess number 2, Matty Ice himself.
Oh, number 3.
I don't know. Chargers.
Gave up a 27-0 lead against the Jaguars in a playoff game.
I get it. Daniel
I'd
Jones.
say-
Daniel Jones torched us at home.
The Chargers. Danny Dimes, Vanilla Vic. Shout out Bengal on YouTube. Vanilla Vic. He's funny. He's weird. I played on Madden earlier against my homie with the Giants, and Daniel Jones has like 89 speed, dude. And I was just cooking on this bitch.
Yeah.
Way too funny.
Love it. Last division winner in the AFC in the North. I got this one right with the Bengals. You went with the Brownies.
I knew it.
So that one didn't play out so great.
All right, Cactus Joe does know football. Trust me.
Sometimes he just picks emotionally.
Sometimes, more like 9 times out of 10.
No, I re-listened to that podcast like a couple days ago, and the way you phrased it, at first, this is fresh off of when they announced that Deshaun was going to be suspended 11 games instead of 6. So you still thought it was 6, and then when we corrected it and said it was 11, you said, fuck it, I'm not going to change my mind. We'll just roll with it. So it's like, had you known that it was 11 right away, you probably would have picked different. So it's not like, again, Cactus knows football.
What I will say for the Browns next year is I think they're going to be much better.
I would imagine.
Watson in OTAs, off-season training camp, I think he's going to sink into his role much more.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have the suspension
I-
looming over him.
I
So
don't know. He's always going to have that. He's not going to get suspended, but he's always going to have the fact that happened looming over him.
oh, I know. I'm saying he's not going into it knowing that I'm going to
Oh,
be
yeah,
suspended.
he could play the whole season and just do his thing. I get what you're saying now. Yeah, that makes.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely be improved as well. I think Brissett, did fine in his role, but I mean, he's a good backup, but he's obviously not a starter. I think he did fine, all things considered, but yeah, they just couldn't get it going. And by then, Deshaun, he did play sloppy because missed all that time, and
Yeah, he missed a lot. I mean, he played better than Baker.
most people did. Most people did.
Yeah, what you're on the hook for $230 million. Like,
Better step it up.
can't really do much there, Bucko.
Right.
You're kind of fucked.
A little bit. So wild cards. We both agreed on this one, even though we were wrong. We both said Kansas City. So I mean, I guess you flip it. We were close. We both picked Chargers to win and Kansas City to make it. You just flip those. We both had the two teams going into the playoffs, so we were correct there.
Okay.
I had Miami, which they did barely make it. I said they were going to be a really good team, which they were prior to the Tua injury. So I feel like I was pretty right about that one. And then I, like you, had the Raiders, so fail. And then your other one was you had the whole West going.
Hey, Derek Carr. Was that the first time he played hot in Vegas? Maybe that's why I'm not here anymore. We could see the sadness in your face.
A little bit.
You look like a bitch.
Damn.
You suck. You suck.
Damn.
Devontae, you suck.
Devontae's pushing hard to get Aaron Rodgers.
If you go to Oakland and come to the AFC West, dear God, we're going to have
Vegas.
the most washed up quarterbacks in the NFL in our division.
It's just
Fucking Russ sucks.
It's just funny. For the wild card, you had Kansas City, Denver, Vegas. And I mean, to be fair, I barely kept Denver out of the wild card, and we didn't foresee that whole shit.
We did not foresee Russ playing like a 2-year-old.
No. Let's ride.
What was he cooking? Hot dogs and spaghetti.
Yep. Super Bowl picks, you had the Bucks and the Chargers, with the Chargers taking the dub. I had the Bucks and the Bills, with the Bills taking the dub.
Hold on.
Bolt up, baby.
Hey, even though we lost, even though we sucked, bolt up, baby. We'll be there. I may have been wrong this year, but like we said earlier in the podcast, this is just season 1. Wait till season 2, season 3, all the way to season 10. I don't know when they'll win it, but we'll win it at some point. Just stick around. Patience. Straight up.
I respect it.
Bolt up, baby.
Bolt up, baby. Well, to all of my Skolgers out there,
TaylorHeinikeShop.com.
hopefully we'll make it someday. I don't know. Quit plugging Taylor Heineke's merch. We don't even have our own merch. This isn't a sponsored ad.
I'll hit him up on Instagram. Don't worry.
Get on that.
I can't because if I swipe off, then my whole camera fucks up.
Well, I need a contract.
Okay, I'll up Heineke. He'll agree. Trust me.
All right.
You know what? I'll make that a promise. We'll get Heineke on this podcast by the end of next season.
Very good. Very good. I like that. That'd be actually pretty dope.
Actually, pretty dope. That'd be the coolest thing ever.
It would.
Because then he'd go back and listen to how hard I was sucking him off, and then he'd be like, "Oh shit, here's the signed jersey, Joey," and I'd be like, "Sick."
That'd be dope.
That'd be dope.
It would be. Well, since Cactus's phone's dying, we're gonna call it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this first attempt at a video podcast. It's our
Yeah. Hold on. I don't know where you are on the whole hockey thing yet, but I'm
All-Star
still
break. Wow,
I'm
we're
still
back
yeah,
tomorrow.
Star break. I've been fully invested into hockey, and so I don't know when you'll be ready, but like
I'll be ready after the Super Bowl.
that's next Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then we can
Yeah.
transition. I'm good with that.
Okay. Then we can. So here we'll drop a podcast for like either before the Super Bowl. Okay, we could do two. We could do like a
I was gonna say, like, we don't have to just stop talking football completely. There's gonna be, news to cover throughout the off season prior to the draft and after, and then going to training camp. But
we
we'll
could
just
start.
focus more on hockey
Play.
too.
We could like make playlists that are updated every time we upload a video, like
Yeah, absolutely.
NFL off-season talk, NFL season talk, hockey talk,
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
But like,
We
yeah,
we always spitball these ideas on the show, which cracks me
man.
up.
At least look at they could see us right now.
Yeah.
We're actually live brainstorming this bullshit.
Facts.
Like we're big one day, and we know it. So trust the process. We'll be there.
Absolutely.
No, I think if you'll be ready after All-Star break, then or Super Bowl, we could definitely start. I'm not saying like full hour long bullshit, but like we could do a few 20-minute bullshits once or twice a week where we could just talk about like where teams are and bullshit like that. Because
that's nice too because there's more content in hockey.
you carried most of the NFL shit. Like, I'm not saying like I didn't contribute at all, but like you carried with most of the numbers and shit, and I can do that vice versa with hockey.
See, that's where we work well together.
SkolNBolts, baby.
SkolNBolts, baby. Well, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this first video attempt. I think it, should turn out pretty good, and obviously it will get better and better. But like I said, it took us an entire season to get a video, on our podcast. But here we are, slow but surely, we'll get there.
Oh yeah, bud.
Oh yeah, so yeah, a week from tonight, Super Bowl coming out.
Who you got?
I got Philly. I just think Philly's too dangerous offensively.
Much as it hurts. I'm gonna have to go Chiefs.
I'll say this: I'll be rooting for the Chiefs because I do not like.
I will be rooting. I'm the same as you, but opposite.
Yeah, I don't like the Eagles because of their fan base.
I don't like Mahomes because of his brother and his wife. And
Excuse me. Yeah.
Oh, God bless you, brother.
Appreciate that.
The whole Kansas City thing's annoying. I'm sick of them, and
it's repetitive.
It's like you guys and the Packers back in the day, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not fair. It's just not fair. They don't deserve to win this many times in a row.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
I get it.
Bullshit. I'm about to cry on podcast.
Well, we better avoid that. So
hey, one more time. Up for discussion on Twitter.
Oh, God.
Whoever you are. I don't know who you are, where you are. You're a bitch.
You pissed off our local cactus.
You're a big bitch.
By the way, y'all see the SkolNBolts banner in the background.
Hey man, shout out to whoever got that. That
my
is
mother.
That is so gangster. And hey, tell Mama Zaffa love her. That's gangster.
Oh yeah, it was a Christmas gift. So.
Or you could ask her if she's ever seen the rain.
I love it.
That's and no, I mean we'll probably do 1 or 2 or 3 more podcasts for football, but like this is like that season recap, and I will say yes, we did miss some weeks here and there, but
we had a lot. I had in my personal life a lot of a lot of shit come up. So, it's
We got lazy at some points. Shit happened, but
no, I wouldn't say lazy. We got busy with work.
okay, yeah, I would say that. Okay, but at the end of the day, we made it through a whole season,
Mhm.
and again, we talked this up for over a year.
Yep.
And we made it to the end of the season, and we're scheming for the off season and the hockey season and next year. And
Absolutely. And
oh,
I'll say next week after the Super Bowl, I'll have some other stuff about football that I want to talk about besides just recapping the Super Bowl. So we'll have a full episode for that one. And then after that I'm ready to talk some hockey. It'll be fun.
this is cool. I really enjoyed this year and all the ups and downs. It was funny because everything was just genuine reaction, and it wasn't no bullshit.
Right.
Oh yeah, this at this time, like not like, bro. I thought this at this time, like I thought we were done in week 5.
Yeah, and I mean every single week was like a heart attack for me. So, I mean, it was a stressful but very fun season. Some amazing moments for the Vikings, like that Bills game, unbelievable. The comeback against the Colts, the beating the Packers in week 1. It was a fun season. There's no doubt about it. It ended the same as it always does, but it was a fun season. And I'm looking forward to a competitive Super Bowl. And
Hey.
hey.
To wrap up this season,
Yep.
look forward to next year.
Yes.
Azaffa and Cactus.
Yes, I know where you're going with this.
We're going to it, bro.
We are.
I don't care what happened. We're going to that game.
Yep, 100%. US Bank Stadium, Chargers coming to town against the Vikings. You bet your ass Cactus and I will be there.
I don't care what I got to do to be there. I will be there with my dude.
Yep.
And I'm excited. This is going to be the Chargers played there since the first time they played there at the first game at that stadium.
Right.
Now we're going to that bitch, and we're going to be like, them little fucking YouTubers were like, look at our GoPro, we're vlogging. Fuck that, but we're going to that shit, dude. That's going to be so dope.
Absolutely. So that'll be fun. We'll definitely make some content out of that one. And everybody, hope you guys enjoy the Super Bowl. And then, we'll still talk football, but it's going to be hockey time on the podcast. And I look forward to it.
Go Bruins.
Go Wild.
Amen.
All
you
right.
guys are in the conference, so go Wild too. I don't care.
Hope to see you in the finals.
Straight up.
Well, if you guys enjoyed this, please like the video on YouTube if you watch the video format here. If you guys listen on Spotify, please leave us a 5-star rating, huh? Why not? Help your boys out.
Help us out a little bit.
Help your boys out. All right, Cactus, I look forward to next time. We'll talk to you then.
Hey, brother. Adios, man.
Adios. Goodbye, y'all.
And it goes a little something